On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Preamble.
An introductory statement or passage that precedes and sets the stage for a longer piece of writing, such as a constitution, law, or document, a preliminary explanation or introduction to something larger.
Examples:
Legal preamble, historical preamble. The preamble of the Constitution outlines the goals and principles of the country.
Scot.
A tax or payment, particularly a share or portion of something. A person from Scotland or a Scottish immigrant.
Examples:
Pay annual Scot. Traditional Scot attire. The Scot-free suspect was later apprehended for a different crime.
Outrage.
An intense feeling of anger or indignation in response to something that is perceived as unfair, unjust, or offensive, a public display of anger or protest against such injustices.
Examples:
Public outrage. Outrage over injustice. There was widespread outrage over the government's handling of the situation.
Voluminous.
Large in volume or bulk.
Examples:
Voluminous work. Voluminous data. The manuscript was voluminous, spanning several hundred pages.
Censor.
A person or institution responsible for examining books, movies, and other forms of media to determine if they are harmful or offensive and should be banned or altered. An official in charge of banning or suppressing information.
Examples:
Censor a book. Censor a TV program. The newspaper editor decided to censor the controversial headline to avoid backlash.
Contemporaneous.
Occurring at the same time, existing, or happening during the same period.
Examples:
Contemporaneous negotiations. Contemporaneous sources. The contemporaneous events of the time were chronicled in the history books.
Telegraph.
A method of long-distance transmission of messages by electrical or radio signals.
Examples:
Answer by telegraph. Telegraph wires. The telegraph service was interrupted for a while.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night. Spoil. To ruin the taste, appearance, or quality of something. To become or cause something to become rotten or bad.
Examples:
Spoil a person's sport. Spoil the surprise. If you leave the milk out of the refrigerator for too long, it will spoil.
Catholic.
Universal and including many different types of things, related to or associated with the part of the Christian Church that has the Pope as its leader.
Examples:
Catholic in his tastes. The Catholic Church. Sociologists are now interested in Catholic world peace.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Hegemony.
The dominance or influence of one group, country, or ideology over others, especially in political, economic, or cultural domains.
Examples:
Regional hegemony. Corporate hegemony. For decades, the U.S. has been viewed as having economic and military hegemony worldwide.
Protestant.
Belonging to or connected with a member of a Western Christian church that is separate from the Roman Catholic Church and that is based on the teachings of Martin Luther and other reformers.
Examples:
Moderate Protestant groups. Protestant Church. The Protestant Reformation was a major event in the history of Christianity.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
Synchronize movements. Synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Inflexible.
Not able to be changed or adapted, rigid or unyielding.
Examples:
Inflexible rule. Take an inflexible stance. His inflexible schedule did not allow for any changes.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Overwrite.
To replace or overwrite existing data or information with new data, often in the context of computer files or software.
Examples:
Overwrite setting. Overwrite memory. Don't forget to back up your data before you overwrite any files on your computer.
Choke.
To prevent or obstruct the normal breathing or swallowing of someone or something.
Examples:
Choke with anger. Choke off the blood supply. The baby started to choke on a piece of apple.
Squint.
To look at something with half-closed eyes, especially when trying to see more clearly or in bright light. To consider or examine something with suspicion, doubt, or skepticism.
Examples:
Squint against the sun. Squint at the radar screen. I had to squint my eyes to read the small print on the menu.
Ramification.
The act or process of branching out or dividing into branches.
Examples.
Ramifications of the scenario. Political ramification. The court's decision had many unforeseen ramifications.
Feudalism.
A social and economic system that was prevalent in medieval Europe, in which the nobility controlled land and resources, and peasants or serfs worked the land in exchange for protection and a share of the produce. A hierarchical system characterized by a rigid social structure based on land ownership and loyalty.
Examples.
Feudalism system. Medieval feudalism. The feudalism-based society of the Middle Ages had a strict hierarchy of lords and vassals.
Photoshop.
To edit or manipulate digital images or photographs using Adobe Photoshop software or similar tools.
Examples.
Photoshop a picture. Photoshop the background of the image. The photographer photoshopped the image to enhance the lighting and contrast.
Forestall.
To prevent or obstruct something from happening, to anticipate and take action to prevent or prepare for something.
Examples.
Forestall disaster. Forestall a negative outcome. She wanted to forestall any potential issues by planning and taking proactive measures.
Feudal.
Relating to a system of government in which a lord has certain rights and responsibilities to vassals in exchange for military service or other services that developed in Europe in the 8th century.
Examples.
A feudal lord. Feudal dictatorship. Lords and serfs characterized the feudal system of medieval Europe.
Screenshot.
A digital photograph or image of what is displayed on a computer or electronic screen, often used for capturing and sharing information or documenting an issue or problem.
Examples.
Screenshot function. Send a screenshot. I took a screenshot of the error message to show the tech support team.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples.
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Beforehand.
Ahead of time, in advance.
Examples.
Take a seat beforehand. 3 months beforehand. She packed her sunscreen beforehand to remember it on the beach trip.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples.
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Phenomenally.
Extremely or exceptionally, especially in a way that is surprising.
Examples:
phenomenally quick. Phenomenally gifted. He became phenomenally successful in the entertainment industry.
Senate.
A legislative body, especially the upper house of a parliament.
Examples:
Senate hearing. Senate Finance Committee. The Senate Majority Leader announced plans to bring the bill to the floor for a vote.
Senator.
A member of a legislative body, especially a member of the U.S. Senate.
Examples:
Junior senator. Senator term. The hawkish senator gave a speech on the new bill in the Senate.
Legislator.
A member of a group of people who has the power to make or enact laws.
Examples:
A legislator appointed by the party. Incumbent legislator. Corporate executives and legislators are still overwhelmingly men.
Evocative.
Tending to evoke or bring something to mind.
Examples:
Evocative memories. Evocative language. The music was evocative of a bygone era.
Lawmaker.
A politician or legislator who is responsible for making and changing laws.
Examples:
Female lawmaker. Incumbent lawmaker. This company has increased political contributions to federal lawmakers.
Dashboard.
A control panel set within the central console of a vehicle or small aircraft, a diagram that depicts critical information, typically one that provides a business overview.
Examples:
Auto dashboard. Business dashboard. He noticed that the oil warning light on the dashboard of his car had turned on.
Steer.
To control the direction or movement of a vehicle, to direct a course of action, to guide or motivate someone.
Examples:
Steer a steady course. Steer a conversation. The captain told him to steer the ship north.
Momentous.
Of great significance, importance, or consequence, having a profound or lasting effect or impact.
Examples:
Momentous achievement. Momentous decision. Graduating from college is a momentous occasion in one's life.